we are going to increase whatever we are giving you for now. Okay? So, DDNS in charge of Hohoe Hospital, public health nurse in charge. Hey, what happened? Regional executives, presidents, national executives, district executives, all members here gathered. It is a delight for us to be here today and to be in Volta region. We arrived last night and we've had the opportunity to pay a courtesy call on the Regional Health Directorate, the officers there, and following that we met with a section of our nurses and midwives at the secretariat at home, and from there we are here. So it's just a continuation of the business. It has been a wonderful interaction so far, and we are hoping it will be same here. GRNMA is a professional association and a trade union. We have been in existence since March 20, 1960. So last year we were 60 years, and we had the opportunity to celebrate. I'm sure you all followed all the activities we were doing. Yes, so this year we were 61 years in March. So you can see we've come a very long way, and we became a trade union in 2005 and had the collective bargaining certificate that covers all nurses and midwives in Ghana. So in fact, you may not belong to GRNMA, but whatever we do affects you. When we negotiate, you also benefit. And so this should tell each and every one of you here, those out there, that there's something good in belonging to the union that holds your collective bargaining certificate. Because if they are doing that work for you, why would you want to contribute to another union that doesn't negotiate for you? But that was besides the point. What we want you to know is that GRNMA holds the collective bargaining certificate for all nurses and midwives in Ghana. And in fact, we'll continue to do so. It doesn't matter the hurdles that we have jumped over in the past and have in front of us to jump over. We'll continue to be the formidable mother association that will serve as the umbrella association for all nurses and midwives. Since we took office January last year, we've had the opportunity to work with all of you and to put in place certain projects and strategies that will improve upon the welfare of members of the association. But before I go into that, I want you to know that if you are a member of GRNMA and a true member of GRNMA, every month you should see to it that on your payslip, all your dues and deductions are going through. How many of you have checked your payslip for the month of August? Yeah, September has not ended. So for August, how many of you checked? Okay, just a few of you. So majority did not check. Look, it's very important that you check every month to look at all those things that are going on your payslip. If you have lost your password to enter into the e-payslip, there's always an opportunity to reset your password. Reset it. Get a new password and go there every month to check on what is happening. Because sometimes, through no fault of yours, you go off. Okay? And you think you are indeed a true member of the association, but meanwhile, you are not making any contributions in terms of dues and levies. So every month you should see 3 deductions on your payslip. The first is association dues. You and I are contributing 2% of our basic salaries. So my 2% as a DDNS will not be the same as your 2% as a PNO, SNO, NO, or as a staff nurse. It's different. That we are all contributing 2% for the good of all of us. We also have building levy. Building levy is 20 cedis flat for everybody. So we are all contributing to 20 cedis. And then we have nurses fund or GRNMA fund. For that we contribute 50 cedis individually. And that money is your money. It is your money towards your retirement. our predecessors noticed that nurses and midwives went on retirement in a very poor state. And most of the time, they didn't have money to even continue renting a place and all kind of things. So they put this system in place so that you can contribute to your retirement. And in fact, although it's been in existence since 2005, it has actually modeled into the three-tier pension scheme we have now. And with the three-tier pension scheme, the tier 1 is what goes to SNET, and SNET is what, that SNET contribution is what to take care of your monthly pension when you go on retirement. Okay? And then we have tier 2. In our case, it is the health sector occupational pension scheme. It covers all of us, doctors, nurses, orderlies, everybody. And that is what you and I will benefit from in terms of our lump sum when we go on retirement. And then we have tier 3. Tier 1 and tier 2 is mandatory, but tier 3 is voluntary. Tier 3, we have our nurses fund, modeled as a tier 3 pension scheme. So you can only have access to it when you go on retirement. When you go on retirement. I said what? When you go on retirement. We have heard time and again that members say, oh, I've contributed for some time. Let me have access to my money. I want to use it for this, I want to use it for that. No, it is tied to your retirement. And that is the more reason why, as a new administration, we have also put in place other welfare packages so that if it is money that you need, you can have access to those monies and use them, and not necessarily touch your money. Take them as exactly to hash into chickens, and then to fowls, and then cocks, and so on in the future. So if you want to eat the eggs now, how will you get the fowls and the whatsoever in the future? Your money needs to grow. And that nurses fund is your own money. We don't even get to see the money on month-to-month basis. So we don't see it. You see, when controller deducts your 50 cedis, it goes straight to the custodian of the fund. And the custodian is Republic Bank. It goes straight to Republic Bank, and it stays in the account of the Republic Bank until the board of trustees give Republic Bank instruction. Give this amount to this fund manager, give this amount to this fund manager to invest. And then they disperse the money. And we have 3 fund managers, Cal Assets, Data Bank, and what? And Black Star Advisors. These are the 3 fund managers of the Nurses Fund. So based on the proposals that these fund managers present to the board, if the board thinks that they are good, all they do is that they instruct Republic Bank to release those monies to the fund managers, and they invest the money, and then we gain returns on them. And the administrator of the fund is Aziz Pension. I guess most of you know Aziz Pension. And you know Aziz Pension is synonymous to your nurses fund. Okay? So these are the service providers we work with in terms of managing your nurses fund. So the money is safe, totally safe. Totally safe. And it is there and it is growing. Most of the contributions you have made so far has doubled and tripled already. So it's important that you let the money grow so that at the time you are going on retirement, you can take that lump sum with you. When you take it, at that point, if you don't have need of it, you can still further invest it in other investments, and your money will still grow. Okay? So those who have been singing that song, and this is to the district executives, when they come and tell you, I need my nurses fund, if you don't give it to me, I'm switching from GRNMA, and they threaten you, I think you need to take time, sit them down and educate them, just like all the things I'm telling you, and assure them that it is not money that we are commingling in terms of running GRNMA. No, it is money that is totally separate. It is their money. You and I, if you visit our ASIS website today, or you call for your statement, you see that in your name, you have a certain quantum of money. For you, for me, for each and every one of us. And it will be good that we let that money grow. We have had members say that even the 50 cedis is too small. Why can't I contribute like 100 cedis or contribute 200 cedis? Because it's not money that I'm giving to GRNMA, it's my own money. And what I contribute plus returns is what I'll take when I go on retirement. And in fact, we've started discussions with others to make those provisions for members who want to contribute more than the 50 cedis. We've come a long way. Nurses Fund, we started with 2 cedis, 50 pesos in 2005, and now we are at 50 cedis. So those who retired earlier, they didn't take much because the money was very small. But currently, those who are retiring are gaining much more. So if you are here and you have like 10 years ahead of you, 15 years ahead of you, or 20 years ahead of you, it means that if you grow that money, you can have a substantial amount of money when you go on retirement. You take that, you take the tier 2, and then you sit comfortably and wait for the monthly one that will come from the Senate contribution. So you see, it's important that we educate our people and let them not wallow in their lack of understanding of how we operate the Nurses Fund. So since we came into office, we have also put in place many welfare packages to assist members in terms of the work that you are doing. And key amongst them is the emergency loans that we have instituted. All you need to do is apply. And then you can have access to the maximum amount, which is 5,000 cedis. You use 12 months to repay. That is 1 year. And then you can still come for another 5,000. There's no restriction on the number of times that we can come for it. And even now, members are saying we should try and increase the 5,000 to maybe 10,000. And that is still under consideration by NEC. We are looking at it. But I'm very hopeful that we can do it. Hopefully by next year, we should be able to do that. It involves a lot of money, but I think that looking at what we've done so far, because the emergency loans, it's not from the dues. We've been supporting it with the building levy, part of the building levy, and that is what has been growing it. So we'll see how we can still pump more into it so that we can increase it to about 10,000 for you. Now, in terms of the building levy, we've had some concerns with members who think that, oh, we've contributed building levy for a very long time. Why don't you stop the building levy and let the new ones who are coming pay, and all sorts of suggestions? But let me tell you the simple truth. We have no intention of stopping the building levy. And you know the reason why. I've given you one reason already. We are using part of it to support the loans that we are giving you. And secondly, the building projects are also not completed. As we speak, the head office project, the big one, it's not done yet. Not gotten anywhere. We have Western region, almost done, but still not done. Upper East, it's not done. Northern region, it's not done. Central region, the conference hall, it's not done. So if we stop it now, do you think that we can use the dues to build? No, because there's a huge burden on the dues. We use the dues for so many things. Should I mention some for you to hear? Yes. So, one, the day-to-day running of the association, we use the dues for it. This term that we came on is the dues. When we leave here, we'll be giving you something small for TNT. It's all the dues. We also use the dues to pay our staff. As we are here, the national office is not closed. There are staff there who are working. We use it to pay their salaries and their emoluments. Okay? We also use the dues to pay the regions. We give them a quota every quarter to run the regions. Apart from the regions, we give the districts also a quota to run the districts. And that is why I said earlier, I know that amount is not enough. But continue to pray for us, okay? God willing, next year, we'll be able to increase that. Because the finance committee has given me wind that it is possible. So we'll see how we can increase it from next year. Apart from the region and the district, we also give monies to the specialized groups and us. Every quarter, we give them money to run their activities. And these specialized groups are the ophthalmic nurses group, perioperative nurses group, critical care nurses group, public health nurses group. You name them. Can you continue naming them? At the moment, we have 17 of them. All of them, every quarter, we give them money. Then we have a portion that we also put into the health fund. 6%, every month, 6% of the dues, we put it aside to support the health fund. Okay, the health fund, we support members with it. Those who have conditions that are outside the National Health Insurance Scheme, we support them with the health fund. And we are giving so much money out there. We are giving money to support our people. We've given up to 50,000 to members. One person, not group. One person. The last ones we approved, we gave 2 individuals 50,000 each. Others got 20,000, 30,000, 5,000, 10,000. All to support the kind of conditions that they are having, and because they don't have money to actually sustain. And you know, it is the responsibility of our employers per our conditions of service agreement to support us when we have medical conditions that are outside the scope of the National Health Insurance. So it is also very important that before you even submit the request, that is, I'm talking to the district executives, before you even process that application for support, you must ensure that the individual also writes to the employer. The immediate employer will be the head of the facility where he or she is working, to write and say that this is my condition, I need support. Before you look at the association, because the agreement is that the employer should cater for 50%, and then you cater for the other 50%. The other 50% is where we also come in to support you. You get it? So it's important that as district executives, we assist our members at that level to also seek that kind of support from the employer. If you're having difficulties, then you engage the regional executives to assist. If it's beyond them, they will also contact us as national executives. So aside the health fund, we also use the dues to support statutory meetings that we have. NEC meets regularly. National Council meets regularly. National Council, we have a time that we also meet with the specialized groups. Then we have standing GRNMA committee meetings. Then we have ad hoc committees that we set. All these meetings, we use the dues to support. We have lawyers who help us every time in terms of the legal issues that come up. And we pay retainer fees every month to them. So legal retainer fees, monthly we pay. And we have labor consultants who also assist us. Retainer fees every month we pay. We also use the money to hold biennial conferences. And this year, the conference of GRNMA will be held in Volta region. I hope you are all aware. Yeah. Are you happy about that? Yeah. Clap for yourselves. I remember that day when Courage picked it, and it was yes for him, which meant yes for Volta region. Wow. He was very, very elated. Whilst the others were pushing so hard to have gotten it, Volta region had it. So you should be proud of yourselves, and we hope that the November conference will be one that we'll forever remember. Okay? So we are looking at the program and everything and hoping that everything will be very, very successful. We also use the dues to produce souvenirs. Last year we gave you club, isn't it? Before then you had received diaries, calendars, pens, all sorts of things. It's the dues that we use for that. We also have award schemes that are in place. Okay, we use the dues for it. Then we pay members who go on retirement benefits. We use the dues for it. We also support members with varied kind of conditions, not medical conditions. But sometimes people experience drastic fire outbreaks in their homes, everything burns to ashes. We support them. That is the essence of being in the family. As nurses and midwives, we support them. And then other issues that they come across. We also pay spousal death benefits. Spousal death benefits. So if you are here, you are a man, you lose your wife, or you are here, a woman, you lose your husband, there's a benefits that is accrued to you, and we pay. We also pay when we have active members who die. There's also an amount that we pay to the family members or the next of kin. We also use the money to pay international affiliation dues. We are affiliated to International Council of Nurses. We are affiliated to Public Services International, Commonwealth Nurses and Midwives Federation, West African Health Center Unions Network. GRNMA is not an island. So we belong to all these organizations so that we can be adequately networked internationally. When something is happening to us in Ghana, by just the click of a button, we send an SOS everywhere and they can come and support us. Even as we speak, there are about 2 petitions that are running now based on issues that are happening in other countries. And we sign on to the petition, it goes, and governments, when they see this, they shake. Okay? They shake because they know that it is not just within their environment that these things are happening. Once it becomes global, whatever issues there are, they mellow on it so that peace can reign. So it's important that we are also affiliated. Then we also use the dues for major maintenance of our guest houses. For minimal maintenance or minor ones, the management committees of these guest houses are supposed to do them. So for example, if the light is not working, you need to change bulb, or there's some plumbing work, small things. They are supposed to do all those things. But when it comes to major renovation works, maybe the tiles are removing, it needs to be changed. Or there's a major electrical fault that needs to be. This involves huge sums of money. So usually we go in to support the guest houses that experience those things. So these are but a few of the uses of the dues. So you realize that there's a huge burden on the dues. So there's no way we can say we are using the dues for building projects and those things. No. So we have a beautiful system in place. I'm contributing 20 cities, you are contributing 20 cities, and we are able to do a lot of things with it. And that is why other unions are jealous of us. And therefore they will pump into your head that, no, as for us, we are only taking dues and this fund and so on, and therefore leave GRNMA and come and join us. It's a lie. They wish they also had it. But I'm telling you that if you were saving 20 cities on your own, and you were targeting even to have the amount that we are giving as loans, the 5,000, it will take you 20 years. Do the computation. It will take you 20 years to get 5,000 cities. But we are using a portion of the same building levy for the loans, and we are saying, come for it. In 12 months, you repay, come for another one, come for another one, come for another one. There's no limitation. And if you look at the same 20 years, and it's the same 5,000 you are taking, you would have enjoyed up to 100,000 cities at a very minimal interest rate of 7%. It's in actual fact 10%. 10% goes for controller charges. So indeed, it's only 7% on it. But even then, we are looking at how, within the nearest future, we can even reduce that interest rate. So we are doing all these things to ensure that you also have your peace of mind to work. So aside the loans, we have also put in place the Stanbic NEC. Have you heard of the Stanbic NEC? Hey, have you heard of the Stanbic NEC?